I was super bummed out with 2020. I mean,
Yeah.
there's bigger issues in the world, but I was hoping for October and then it didn't happen. And now that it's already January around this time, they always drop the lineup and pre-sale tickets and all that. So I'm assuming most likely it's not gonna happen in April. Like I'm pretty sure it's not gonna happen in April. But do you think there's a chance it might happen in October?
You know, fingers crossed, Angel. I hope it does. Um, selfishly, it's ends up being one of the best months for me because I do the 2 weekends of Coachella, and sometimes I do Stagecoach too, as work. And what an amazing job. So I hope so. I hope that we can vaccinate fast enough. I think the only way they can do it is if people can show proof of vaccination. I think that's the only way. I mean, because if you think about it, I mean, first of all, who knows what the rules will be in California at that time? But the liability that any concert promoter would take on. I think what would be a shame is if they did a virtual Coachella. I think it made a ton of sense to release the movie 20 Years in the Desert right at Coachella time. I think that made a lot of sense. Put that out there, let people have a taste of Coachella when everyone's staying home. I've done a bunch of virtual concerts um, as a cinematographer, a bunch last year. Um, and I did one with the Foo Fighters, which was an amazing, fun time. And it was watched all over the world, and I guess it broke ticket selling records for a virtual show. But I'd be very sad to see Coachella do that. So I'm hoping for October. Um, and if they can't get it to work, if it's too much liability, too much risk, they can't do it. I do think we've got a real shot at April 22. Uh, but so fingers crossed. I'm sure you and I will be talking
Yeah.
between now and then. Let's hope. And if it does happen, I think we should either do another one of these right before it, or meet up at the festival itself, and do a distance high five or something. I think everyone will be wearing masks. I think that they will probably be giving out
Yeah.
masks, even if everyone's vaccinated. Maybe we'll all have to have proof on our phones that we're
Something.
vaccinated, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. I posted a video from Coachella 2019, and someone commented recently, maybe a couple months, why are people wearing masks even though COVID wasn't around at the time?
Totally.
I was just
Yeah.
laughing.
Yeah, exactly. I look back at pictures from Coachella, and everyone's got the bandanas around their faces, or masks because of the dust.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just another example of Coachella not knowing it was ahead of the curve.
Yeah, it became a fashion thing too. Some people would get like glow, like ones that light up, and
Yeah.
matching ones with their outfits and stuff. And I, I didn't have some, so a couple years, and you just like that's why you lose your voice or you get sick
Yes.
because you're walking from one stage to it's a mile long from one stage to the next, and people are kicking dirt and dust everywhere. So, and definitely like you're breathing in each other's spaces, So it's definitely gonna be mask mandatory, which kind of sucks because it's really hot at Coachella. But
Hmm.
I think with the a vaccine and I don't know, hopefully everything slows down. Yeah, maybe next April 2022.
Yeah. If it happens in October, maybe they do something like they put up fencing parallel to the front of the stage, so that people, and then they put marks on the ground or something. I mean, I don't know how you do 90,000 people social distanced. I don't know how you do that, but I do think you see masks everywhere. I think that they probably pass out masks every morning as people walk in. Um, I do think it helps that it's outside. I think it helps that it's in the sun.
Yeah.
Um, I think that they have hand sanitizer stations everywhere. I think they probably have people walking around spraying, almost like usher type people, spraying hand sanitizer in people's hands, or maybe spraying off, things, common areas where people touch fencing or whatever.
Yeah.
So hopefully, with some combination of enough people getting vaccinated, maybe it can happen. I think it's maybe a 50-50 shot for the fall. I think it gets much more likely next spring.
Yeah, I agree with that statement too.